and my goals. The support I need to make it happen. I am Walden University. Learn more.
I think Fred was just concerned he only had like 6 or 7 games, but obviously you've played a ton more than that. I think Fred was just concerned he only had like 6 or 7 games, but obviously you've played a ton more than that. I think Fred was just concerned he only had like 6 or 7 games, but obviously you've played a ton more than that. I think Fred was just concerned he only had like 6 or 7 games, but obviously you've played a ton more than that. Concerned he only had like you've played a ton more than that. Concerned he only had like All right, Trigger, we are live. We got our first match starting. Looks like teams is going to be Zeteo, and we are live. We got our first match starting. And second team, Sports and Ricochet. Third team, Fred, Oblivion. Team 4 is going to be Kirto, which I believe this is his first match ever in the Pro Leagues. And then Adam. Team 1. Yep, he probably timed out there. We'll get it going. Yep, there he is right there. So, looking ahead, Zeteo and Cyrus, that looks like a scary team. And I know Fred was saying he's never played with Oblivion before, but I've seen Oblivions play. I think they're going to be a pretty equal match there as well. What's your thoughts in on it? Team 4 with Kirto and Adam. All right, so that's going to be a team that we're going to have to go on and look at. We're just waiting for the game to start right now. If you are joining us on the stream, lobby configurations are underway. Everyone's getting in their channels. We're going to be starting this matchup very shortly. All right, all players are locked and loaded. We are now in the loading screen, so we're in Season 1. We just got a couple of weeks left of Season 1. This is the first game of the night, or day, I guess you can say, on this new Sunday, 4 p.m. Central Time that we're rolling. And we're going to go ahead and cut into the game and see how everyone does. Couple early pings there. What do you think? That had to be a keyboard issue, huh? first engagement is going down. Look at top left. They're both putting it on to Adam over there. That's a little interesting. Looks like we got Cyrus going in on I Like Sports now, trying to figure out why he's not engaging him.
Upgrade complete.
Yep. Synergy was lost. We lost the team color there. Alright, so Team 4 is your pick of the favorite. I'm still kind of looking at the that CyrusDaVirus lineup, and that's probably just a little bit more bias on mine because Zeteo just always absolutely wrecks me in the laning. But I'm assuming you have a little bit more experience than with Oblivion. Is that true? Got it. And I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. You were saying Kirto and Adam. Is that right? All right. First nuke coming down from Cyrus on I Like Sports there. And yeah, that puts Cyrus ahead. First place, 440, while Sports in last on the leaderboard, 235 for now. Well, seems like we were having a little bit of trouble with that stream. As always, that seems to be a big thing. As much as we try to set it up, they were having a hard time hearing you there, Trigger. Able to say something, see if we can hear you now. Can hear you now. Can hear you now. Can hear you now. Alright, not sure if I will be able to get it fixed there. It looks like that was introducing a pretty large echo. And missed it right there, but it looks like it was a nuke from Sports on to Cyrus, right?
Yep.
It looks like it was a nuke from Sports on to Cyrus, right?
Yep. It's another nuke. That's pretty quick.
It looks like it was a nuke from Sports on to Cyrus, right?
Adam has nuke, so if he nukes Ricochet right now, that's pretty quick.
It looks like it was a nuke from Sports on to Cyrus, right? I think I finally got it sorted out there. We will see. Oh my gosh. I don't know why we have so much problems with the audio catchers there.
Oh, Adam's not going for the bunker. Okay, he barely got it. That is half a second away from finishing.
Yep. Ricochet should definitely think Fred there.
Zeteo is about to get completely trapped.
Great cutoff there from Oblivion, wiping out Zeteo's army. First place, Adam, leading quite significantly, 1770 right now. Towards the bottom of the leaderboard, we got I Like Sports and Cyrus, which are laning each other, so probably not getting as much good trades there. Whoa, and a nuke drops. That was an interesting one, hey? Almost like it was for extra funding. Now it's going to be a little bit tougher if Sports keeps up on that bunker right there. So far, it looks like your predictions are kind of coming right. We got Adam. He's laying some hurt on right now. 2 bunkers up, upgrades 4-3. Even though they're kind of getting double teamed right now, they're looking in a pretty darn good position. Got a sizable lead here over Ricochet at the moment. Oblivion trying to get this bunker down. They do got the nuke in hand. Cyrus is not fully committing because he sees the nuke.
I think Sports is gonna snipe Cyrus's bunker. SCV. It's gonna be annoying. Now, that means Teal's bunker is gonna go up for sure for Olivion's.
Yep. And I think Sports is definitely in a little bit of trouble here. He just laid down his bunker. Definitely Ricochet's going to have to help give him some support. But if Adam keeps the pressure on here, he's at risk of getting his bunker canceled, actually. And it seems like everyone's taking a late bunker. This is interesting. Besides Cyrus and Ricochet, everyone has and Oblivion. Everyone else has elected more for marine bunkers. Usually we don't see marine bunkers as the first one. Not by 3 different teams, at least.
I think bottom right's gonna lose in like 5 minutes because there's no way they can. Oh, actually, Oblivion just and NCTL messed up. So never mind.
So if you were Fred, do you even try to finish the bunker at that rate? Or is that just a straight cancel?
No, that's dead. He should have nuked and then expanded. He still has it.
Yeah, Fred's always a proponent holding on to your nukes. I think he could have probably actually had that nuke give him a lot of mileage there with that extra bunker. Looks like Sports was able to get his bunker completed. He's sitting on 5-5 upgrades. Cyrus slightly behind that at 3-4. So should be able to take some trades off of Cyrus. The only difference being Cyrus's Reapers. And Fred's going to get the cutoff on Zeteo again. at least get some pressure off. Meanwhile, Kirto is up in the middle. This is probably his time. If he wants to try to go for that other bunker again, now's the time to do so. And he does. He lays it down right now.
Okay, Kirto's coming back. He's gonna try to stop this. If this goes down again, then Fred is in really big trouble. He pretty much
but
has
he
to.
could just halt and nuke right here. That's the play.
He has to, but I don't know if he will. He doesn't like doing it.
I mean, they're both sitting on their nukes right now. And I know Oblivion, he's not dropping his nuke. You can see he kind of moves his SCV in position, and then he gets double-minded because it's usually a no-no to nuke your lane's person. Probably afraid of a double nuke drop. Or if anything, he can commit to helping with Fred and then just nuke Zeteo. But either way, they got to get some pressure off.
Kirto's getting so fed from all of this. Adam and Kirto's both on top of the scoreboard, so this is looking pretty good for my prediction.
There. He drops a nuke on Zeteo. That's going to allow Oblivion to completely help out Fred. But, gosh, Oblivion's army was whittled down a little bit there. They should have just made that call sooner. Bunker does go down, but that was a really good engagement for Kirto there. He's now top of the leaderboard, along with Adam, like you were saying, 4,000 points. So now, if you're Fred, you're in a tough spot. Your lane is more fed. You have basically the same kit with Merc Marines. They're Merc Marines. They're sitting at 2 or 3 upgrades higher. If that was you, Trigger, what's your goal here? Like, what's your plan of attack? Just sit in shields and try to make him come to you, or do you divert to a different lane, or do you just engage directly and really try to count on your micro? What is the trigger insight there?
Want to fight in the shields because he wants to be making money because he's ahead of you, so he's gonna fight you. So you might as well just fight in the shield, and I would probably use the nuke somewhere to get an upgrade advantage as well.
All right, so fight in the shields, use the nuke, get the funds, try to get parity with the upgrades.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to use the nuke, but fight in the shield is. Kirto will probably fight Fred in the shield. That's probably, yeah, he's doing it right now. So it's actually looking pretty good for Fred now. He just won that fight somehow.
Yep. Now Fred's sitting at 6-6 and 7-7 and 8. So yeah, it's pretty close to parity there. They'll be able to take some trades if he does a couple more in that shield there. He'll win out. Cyrus dropping down his third bunker. Look at I Like Sports, how he's building just Marines up there. That's going to definitely hurt Cyrus if he tries to take another lane out. Or another row, I guess you can say.
It's crazy how much speed people are upgrading this game. I see like 8 or 9 speed. That's really high for this time of the game. Can't say I agree with that much speed, but
yeah, your favorites are the attack and defense.
Just yeah, range, stats. Attack, armor.
It's always kind of interesting. around this mark, maybe a little sooner, where we always see it kind of diverge into a 2v2, top and bottom. Specifically, I see a lot when I'm casting these games. Always kind of makes me wonder why, if it's just the dynamic of the scoreboard or whatnot. Bottom left, still looking strong. Kirto, first place, 7,200. Adam, 6,800 in second place. Fred's got about a $2,000 gap there that he needs to gain back on Kirto. But meanwhile, Zeteo, he's catching up on Oblivion and them. Zeteo's in third right now, 6,300. I'd say Zeteo was able to capitalize on that whole bunker exchange too. Fred looks like he's subsidizing in with a Reaper bunker right now as his third. I don't know if I normally see Fred go Reapers like that, so I'm assuming he's not feeling confident at all for that Rodder play. So if you're Adam and you're in first place, you can see he's kind of dancing towards the middle. I think he's just trying to get feed wherever he can, right? Especially since he's the leader. Is that the way to go, you think? Just go right in through middle, just try to feed on anyone, or do you really stick hard on your lane?
I mean, you just do whatever gets you the most money. I mean, you don't have to fight your lane always. People say that, but you just want to make as much money as you can until someone dies, and then 4v2 or whatever. So going to the middle, if that's going to make him a lot of money, that's the right decision.
Looks like Zeteo is going to get rods up, for the most part, uncontested. Some pressure, but no kind of coordinated pressure. No one calling out the rods at the same time. There's actually been zero chat in this game so far, which is a little interesting for the 26-minute mark. And it looks like Kirto responding in kind with the zone down here now.
This is Zeteo's opportunity to really get ahead. This is his chance because no one else has Marauders, and against Oblivion's Reapers, he's going to feed super hard.
Yeah, well, Zeteo does have his Marauders, but yeah, Zeteo clearly saw it. He didn't call it out. I wonder if that was because it was cross-diagonal position, but they are leaders on the scoreboard too. I was surprised that no one called it. Kirto able to get that up uncontested as well. Fred's going to see it now and go, oh man, that's not good.
Okay, it looks like everyone's going Marauders now. They're following the trend.
Zeteo's really catching up compared to of where the gap was. Zeteo has made the most progress so far. He's now still in third, just a couple thousand below the leaders, but before the gap was much bigger than that. Oblivion's Rodders looks like they will get up here. will be very good for Oblivion. He's still got a sizable upgrade disadvantage on Zeteo, though.
I think Zeteo should be fighting Oblivion right now. He's massive feed for him.
Yep.
But he's not, so it's slowing him down a bit, I think.
Look at this. A little surprises going on, and that's going to be probably the thing that really comes back to haunt Sports with this third bunker here. It probably would have been safer to go for rods, but we'll see how this works out. Tank call gets called out. Does anyone respond? The answer is no.
Oh no, Pink's going in, and if he goes for a bunker, Cyrus will have to pull it back and lose his tank. No, never mind. He's heading back. Oh, he lost a tank. What the hell?
tank does go down. Yep.
I think he was caught sleeping. Don't know how that happens.
Well, it looks like Zeteo had wrapped away a little bit for Adam, and that was just all they needed. He was probably focus firing that bunker down with the tank.
Well, Cyrus just screwed himself now because he's down a lot of money, and he's already at the bottom, so it's going to be hard for him to do anything now.
Well, what do you think? So he spent 1,500 on the tank. He
5 turrets as well. He's building another one. I guess that could work. But that's 14 range to 6, so that's just massive feed.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Sports has pulled over basically a 3,000 lead on Cyrus now.
I think Sports should go for Rotters or even Reapers. I don't think he should go for this Nether Marine Bunk. He's trying to, though, which is...
Yeah, and he should know, just probably another tank is coming. That is actually very clear with Cyrus's play, just playing from him before. If he fails once, he's going to try it again because he's decided that that's what he needs to do to get the advantage. So putting another bunker over here is inviting for a tank push. Tank's coming up again. He sieges it up, not in range. And look, oh man, he's in trouble big time, like right away.
I think it'll get saved, yep. If I was bottom left, I would just ignore and try to kill bottom right. Except they have a really strong defense, so I don't.
All right, tank is now in position for Sports again. Here comes Adam.
Coming.
Adam is cutting up. Oh man.
Oh, Cyrus lost his tank. There's no way he holds. Oh, and Oblivion's killing Zeteo, so yeah, that's a big rip for them.
All right, if you're top right now, what's the game plan? You're down $3,000. Is there coming back from this?
No. Well, Zeteo can, but Cyrus, he's probably out of the game.
So So if you're Cyrus, you're now on basically defensive strategy. Let Zeteo focus on Oblivion, try to get up in the leader, and then just play the lobby, right?
Yep, just support your ally once you're down this far. You don't want to defeat them more.
bottom right, they still got nukes in hand, so it's going to be hard for them to press this. It looks like Adam is investing for it, but that's scary to do a tank push when they still have a nuke. Do you wait until your lanes not have a nuke before even considering building tanks, or is that a risk and good splits you try?
I'm okay with building the tank, but not pushing with it if they have a nuke. I still think it would work just because they're so far ahead, but I don't know. I think it's okay to go for a tank.
Top left getting a tank of their own. Ricochet probably just so they can expand out and prevent a third tank push if that's coming out. But no tank coming from top right, so they've given up on that idea. Cyrus going for the Rotters instead.
Zeteo is getting really far ahead now.
Yes, he is. He's able to feed on the person second from on the leaderboard there, and he surpassed Kirto and almost Adam now.
So this bunker here, Cyrus is going for it. I think it's a really bad move. He's gonna probably lose it to the tank, and he has no upgrade, so it's really just feed for anyone else to take.
So no Rotter if you were a trigger right there.
Well, if this spot was open, the safest Rotter spot was open, then it's okay. But this is just far out, and you're already weak, so it's just too exposed, I think. Especially now that they have a tank, they're probably in trouble. Then again, Zeteo is freaking strong.
Yeah, they can't get this tank without any help. Adam kind of looked like he wanted to engage. He pulls back now. I'm not sure what he's planning to do. Oh, it looks like he is going to engage. He's coming in on the tank, but that tank is going to go down. That's a straight snipe on the tank.
Oh, they're going to hold it. Yeah, they hold it. Damn.
Wow.
That was really good.
Amazing hold there. That definitely helps.
Now Sports is third place.
Yep.
Because of that hold. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, chat asking if anyone still has any nukes here. Looks like Fred's still holding on to his nuke. Oblivion did use his. I think Fred's the only one in the game right now with his nuke still in hand.
Fred's actually doing pretty good. His upgrades are not far behind at all, and he's catching up pretty quickly. He's only 1k behind Kirto. And he has a nuke. He's probably ahead of Kirto almost.
This is really good stuff for Sports here. They just had another failed push on the tank. Sports still in third place, past Kirto. Just a $4,000 or 4,000 point gap between the leaders.
Fred just lost a bunker. Now it's going to be even harder to hold. That was a really important bunker to hold.
And I missed it.
He should have nuked. And look how many bunker slots he has. That's way too many to afford. In fact, he has 12 armor as well. That's probably why his units are not that strong.
All right, got the politicking going on. They're saying for help. Calling for Adam, you lose. I don't know if that's a fair assessment. What do you think? Probably bottom left. Their plan is still the same what you were calling earlier. Just kill bottom right at this point, right?
Yep. Where'd Adam's tank go? It's just in there, so I guess they're waiting for him to nuke or something, which he should have done a long time ago anyway. Yep, there it is.
All right, so let's see if this tank moves up or anything.
Yeah, now that the nuke is gone. But then again, they don't want to get 6v2'd, so it's a hard call. I would do it though.
So it looks like no more nukes left on the board here. Cyrus sitting on 1,000 minerals right now, not looking to build or anything. I think he's going to go for another tank. Yeah, that is just insane capacity upgrades. And it is not going to matter. That bunker will fall.
Yeah, they're gonna die. Pretty much expected though.
Calls go out from Oblivion, but Adam's engaging high up on Zeteo. I know Zeteo was aggroing earlier, but Adam's continuing the fight. So if you're Kirto, you got to be able to kill this by yourself, and he can't. That was trying to figure out who pinged that.
That was Ricoche. Looks like this is where
massive army. I don't think they can get the bunker though.
If he brings his tank along, it's all over, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's trying to mass up tanks without anyone realizing.
I think you're right. There's Cyrus's tank.
Why is Cyrus pushing? Oh no.
Is he in range?
No. He's thought about pushing it, but there's no way he's strong enough to do that.
Yeah, I think he wants it close enough, just in case they try a tank push there.
Ricochet going for a second tank, so there's a lot of tanks in this game. A lot more than usual anyway.
I think Bottom Right needs to rethink their strategy. They are just, if they weren't already that far behind, they're definitely helping them catch up here. And they're not getting anywhere on the bunkers, though, either. So if they're whittling down the bunker at all, but those bunkers are at full health.
Well, the problem is, even if they do survive, like a switch happened and they don't get attacked, they don't have nothing. They spent all their money on bunker upgrades. Their units are pretty weak. They have one bunker or two bunkers. So either way, I think they're screwed.
Well, one thing Fred's taught me is never underestimate the Fred. He always has kind of what I would consider an unorthodox way of playing, but it works for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over for them. They have a chance, just... I don't believe in them. Sorry, Fred.
Yeah, you can see if Fred's sitting on 20 upgrades, Oblivion 19 upgrades. They're just trying to farm up right now. They're using their bunkers as meat shields, and the longer that they take to clip one of these bunkers, I think all they need, they don't want to let go of their tank, but multiple tanks have already been called. If they were just take out this back bunker here, I think that would help them immensely to take down the other two.
Even if they hold, they're buying turrets every 10 seconds, so they're not making any money. They're just surviving, and that's just not enough. And you're gonna lose bunkers soon.
They're going for the bunker snipe right here. It's gonna be close. A little uncommittal from Adam there. I don't think they would have gotten it anyway, so I think it was a good call. But man, they dumped their whole army into that again. But here comes Zeteo. No way Zeteo is gonna clip that bunker.
It's risky from Zeteo. They could have sniped Cyrus's tank if they realized Zeteo went off it. It would have been a very easy snipe.
Look at Zeteo's speed. That's interesting, huh? So he's chilling at 7. He hasn't dumped into speed at all.
What is this tank doing? What the hell?
Oh no! Misclick. And they're chasing. They don't have splash. They do not have splash. They're gonna get that tank.
Oh, Cyrus is pushing his tank. This is risky.
Yep. They weren't focused firing as a team though.
Ricochet over stem. That's massive. Why would you do that? Okay.
Barely survives. Actually, Cyrus and Zeteo, I think they could have done that better. I don't know if you noticed. They were both targeting different tanks there in the beginning. They would have taken that first one down. They could have gone on the army a little bit sooner there. I think they would have gotten both tanks. Not good for them now. Cyrus getting his reinforcement tank on the way building. This is World War II, man. It's Battle of Tanks. It's the Blitzkrieg right now. We missed it, Trigger, but it looks like Oblivion's Reaper bunker did end up falling there during that whole exchange. This could be it now for bottom right.
Wait, did I lag out? I just left for a second.
You're still in the game to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave if I'm lagging.
All right, if you want to join when the stream is active, it's going on. Zeteo dropped down there and actually saved bottom right. I think he knows if bottom right falls, they're going to go probably for them next because Zeteo's sitting in second place there. Not sure if you're still on, Trigger, but what do you say? If you are bottom left, is that the next play? As soon as bottom right's gone, you go top right? Oh my gosh, that's so bad for Zeteo. Zeteo attempted a snipe on Kirto, did not get the bunker, lost the entire army. Red and them still pushing hard on Cyrus. If they would have pushed up those two tanks there, top right would be in huge trouble right now.
Okay, I'm watching from the stream.
Yeah.
Try my best.
And Kirto saves the bunker again, and now they're reversing on Zeteo. Zeteo is going to lose this Rotter bunker in two failed attempts to get their own there. Meanwhile, top left, if you're top left, you hear that calling out, hey, I'm dying. This is your opportunity. You can push out on them.
Oh, okay. Well,
Looks like it's reversing here. Yep. Adam's got his tanks in position. They do have the splash on the tanks.
This is perfectly holdable. I think they could do it.
I think Kirto's probably going to have the harder time here, dancing between these two armies.
Yeah, this is why they need to finish off bottom right. So they could just hold the 4v2. Now they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 6v2, really. So, two tanks over here. Ricoche puts his tank in range. He could lose his tank as long as Adam keeps focused on it. Oh, man, barely misses it. Looks like they're going to chase it, but that's going to probably cause Kirto to lose a bunk. Risky move. I think if you're Adam, this tells you got to move that tank up to an anti-snipe position now. Poor Kirto, I think, is going to be taking the brunt of most of this right now. This bottom bunker may fall if he's not able to get there in time. He needs to load it, get an SCV on it. SCV is on it. Bunker upgrade sitting at 9 and 6 with 5 capacity. Adam 11, 9 and 5. But if he goes bottom, they go on the top. That top Rotter bunker is going to fall. The good news is they do have Adam's tank, except it just unsieged right now, and it's moving away. That actually, I kind of liked the position of it before. Kirto is exposed here. He's probably going to lose this second Marine bunker. able to hold it. We got the 6v2 going. Definitely no one wiped off the map yet.
They're taking mid. This could work.
Kind of risky, no? If you have a teammate
Well, they
second
have
place
to.
on the leaderboard?
There's not really a choice here. Otherwise, the 6v2 is probably holdable. So, or they could. I always like the idea of putting tanks in the middle and killing those rotter bunks.
They're going to try to politic it, though. As soon as they see that Marine bunker is there, call it out.
There's no way they're going to switch just because they see a ghost bunk. It's not enough.
Adam sitting first place, 43,000 right now. Zeteo second with 35. Kirto 34. There's a call out for Cyrus mid. And I don't know, top left is a little indecisive. It looks like Ricoche is just poking to see.
If they switch, then they lost the game. They can't switch.
Nope, looks like they're not going to switch here. We got Ricoche moving up his line, trying to get that bunker snipe. He moves it too far, though.
Oh no, he might lose that tank. Oh, he got away.
Adam moving his tank up, try to help support it. It's going to be rough. Nope, backing off. So you're bottom right. You hold this, you get SEVs, and then you push.
You mean bottom left?
Bottom left, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly what they should be doing. Just get some turrets up, make a lot of money, and they'd probably win.
We got Adam with 2 SCVs right now. For those that don't know, we capped the game. Unless there's only 2 teams remaining, the game will end as a draw at the 1 hour 30-minute mark. The players in this game got 30 minutes to clear to only 2 teams at this point. And a little interesting, an hour in, that no one team has been eliminated yet. So we're going to see a lot of action within this next 30 minutes. One takedown from Adam. It's more the placement where his tanks are just splashing on there. They know it.
Oh boy, that tank is dead. But at the same time, he's going to lose his tanks. This is going to slow down the game and turn it and increase the chances of a draw. So it's not good for Adam.
And if you're bottom right, are you invested to get a tank at this point? Or you have to just focus on ups and everything?
If you're bottom right and you get a tank, you're going to lose it if you try to do anything with it. So it's
just
definitely
go on
just
upgrades. Yep.
Yeah. This is the reason I'm not a big fan of tank defenses. It's just I don't find it as strong as just mashing up on SUVs. So I guess they don't have much room to expand because there's 4 teams still left.
Yep. Looks like this tank will go down from Adam on the left-hand side there. Got a little bit of a delay between you, Trigger, so you'll probably see it just happen in a few seconds.
Now, top right is actually in a pretty good position because they have mid vision, and with tanks inside of it, they're probably going to take those 2 rod bombs from them.
Yep. Definitely looks like Adam's about to lose this one. He's going to have to consider moving these tanks back real soon. He does. Oh, man.
So Adam can't snowball because he doesn't have SCVs. He has tanks. So every time he loses a tank, you're not getting.
He is up to 3 SCVs right now.
I don't think it's enough though. Just defend this. He's not going to be able to hold this at this point.
Look at this, running in. Adam's going to lose a tank just mainly to splash. Looked like it was going to save. He just lost a second tank right there at his rotor bunker. This is not looking good for bottom left here. I seen, even with the 3 SCVs, besides the 3 turrets up at the top left that he just put down, he has not really capitalized on turrets at all. Kirto's been using turrets to his extent, but Kirto's only one on... No, Kirto does have 3 SCVs now. So SCV count, we got Adam with 4, Kirto with 3. We got Zeteo with 2. Everyone else still sitting at 1 SCV each.
They need to switch on to top right soon.
But they only got 20 minutes remaining. Can they even switch right now?
If they kill bottom left, then the top right off just wins. It's 100%. So they have to soon though. I don't think they have to yet. All these tanks is probably the reason it could be a draw.
I think it's
why the
just
game's lasting so long.
Yeah, and I think it's a tough predicament too, because they let bottom right get mid like that, which, yeah, okay, I see in the beginning that could help them, but hey, if bottom right was to get mid, that would have been a little bit better rather than one of the leaders grabbing mid. So now, if you're top left, you're thinking what you're just saying, like, man, I'm going to have to switch because now these guys can straight up kill us. That's a hard situation to be in, especially.
Well, I think bottom right's happy about that actually because they might be able to draw. I don't think they should be going for the win. There's only 20 minutes left. They should be just drawing.
Yep, look at the switch from Zeteo, taking out Oblivion right here.
This is a good move. It didn't show up on my stream yet, but yeah, it's a good move. Because top right's about as strong as bottom left.
Yeah, I don't know if they're able to hold this.
They have 4 mid bunkers. That's... Yep. They need to switch.
I think they're going for the kill. They're not going to... It looks like they're not going to commit any tanks to it, though. Meanwhile, top left still pushing on Adam. And a 5th SCV coming down from Adam as well. Both Adam and Kirto sitting at 5 SCVs each. That's getting to be a nice sizable number there.
He doesn't have the unit supply to defend these tanks. I think it's really bad for Adam. He needs more bunkers.
Yeah, he's trying to turret push on that tank right there. He was able to get both of them down just a little bit, but not enough. Looks like Zeteo has committed 1 tank to killing Fred.
They need to switch onto top right very soon.
I think they're also looking at, hey, they don't want it to be a draw. So they're really trying not to switch because Adam's trying to take a little bit in mid, but top left just isn't going to let him do it. Cyrus just playing defense while Zeteo finishes this off. I say that as he moves out right away. And some politicking going on.
Are they going to switch?
Sports saying I'm smart, but I think this is smart. I'm in agreement with you. They are now de facto the bigger leaders. They got just over 15 minutes to do something. And the reversal happens. Force going on for Cyrus's back bunkers. Cyrus with 4 building armor. They are going to get this back one.
So it's going to be on Cyrus to hold top left, and it's going to be hard to do with his base is so spread out because he's all the way up mid and to the marine bunkers. So I don't think he can hold his marine bunkers at the very least.
With 15 minutes remaining, I think top left and bottom left almost make a pact to finish them off if they want to finish out the game, but you can't. I mean, Adam's sitting at 77,000, Kirto at 62,000. But they got to pick their poison because Zeteo's right up there at 60,000. I mean, that's a tough choice for top left there.
Well, they definitely have to do something to top right first.
$15 minutes. They got to clear somebody in 15 minutes, or it is a draw.
So I think it's on Zeteo to try to finish one of the teams.
At this point, I think then, do you just commit to top right? I mean, top left, since they're a little weaker, you can probably take them out. I don't think they're going to be able to clear Adam, not without top left's cooperation.
Well, they're bringing in tanks to bottom left, trying to finish them off. This could work. In 15 minutes, though, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, it looks like Cyrus will not be able to hold. Another bunker goes down from I Like Sports. And now they're in mid, pushing mid bunkers pretty hard here.
Yeah, this is probably a draw. Unless bottom left and top right pact to just kill top left and take the 1v1. That's pretty much the only way it's not a draw.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking they can do it. I don't think they can push on Adam and Kirto. I think they just kill top left and hold it. The only issue is you need one to hold and one to kill, and I don't think Cyrus could hold or support a tank push. It's just really far back down. Look at the left-hand side. Look at the left-hand side right now. Are they going to go in? Adam's got all his tanks out of position.
I think everyone's a little bit confused. They don't know exactly what to do here. Adam's going for a push into middle.
Yeah, but he has to retreat because the top left push is probably coming up on your screen just about now. Took out a couple supply depots. They are going to push hard on this left-hand bunker. Looks like
those tanks are exposed.
Yep.
Oh no, he's going to lose some. Or not. Wow, okay.
It looks like everyone's committing to bottom left. I'm not sure. Top left is still a little indecisive. They're sitting back, just trying to take in the lay of the land here. They got about 13 minutes to do so, or 12 minutes to do so.
Top left has to draw. They can't beat anyone. It's very unlikely they can, so I don't really see them winning anyways.
Yep, and they decide to reverse. They're going up on Cyrus's bunker here. I think they are going to snipe that mid bunker. It does go down. They push forward. Looks like they're going for a shield tower. I thought they would go for the tank there, personally. Now they're going on the tank. They could still get that tank. Tank is down in mid. And, yeah, I would say it looks like they're going to try to regulate this out to a draw.
Or if they manage to deal massive damage to both sides, they could try for it. I mean, if they do that much damage, it's hard to say if they can.
Zeteo is able to hold pretty well, though, against Adam and Kirto at the moment. Zeteo is pretty big. I think it's going to be Cyrus that gets eaten from behind. So they got to keep on him. Yeah, this is top left deciding, hey, we're gonna take our chances with bottom left, which I don't know, man. I think they have a better chance with top right.
How much resources does Adam have? He has many SCPs, so if he has like 10k, he can just spam like crazy.
Adam is no resources, sitting at 500. Cyrus is out of the game. They clear all the bunkers in mid.
Well, then top left, if bottom left doesn't have enough money to actually build, then we can see top left winning here.
Yeah, Adam's not engaging. It's Kirto that's doing all the engagements, but Kirto himself is just dropping turrets, trying to keep Zeteo at bay. He's only sitting on $1,000 right now. He won't be able to do a massive expansion out.
Yeah, he needs to stop building turrets. He needs to let top left kill top right, and then start expanding.
Top left looking like they're trying to broker a truce with Zeteo. I don't know. They wanted Cyrus dead. They wanted one partner out. So it looks like the plan is kill bottom left now and try to do a 2v1 on Zeteo.
Well, they got 9 minutes to do it, so
yep.
They better act quickly. Can they even kill bottom left in 9 minutes? They could just spam 100 turrets trying to draw.
Not the way they're going. I like Sports just tries to pick off a tank on Zeteo, probably because they haven't heard a response from him yet.
Someone needs to make a decisive move, or this is a draw. What's going on?
No action yet. 8 minutes remaining. They got to coordinate. They dumped into bottom left just there, but without Zeteo pushing, it's futile. 7 minutes remaining now for this match. Oh, man, I want to see Adam at least try their best to hold this, so I hope they commit. He's got to be careful with these tanks. Tanks are flashing up each other. 2 tanks are going to go down here. Adam losing 2 tanks in the bottom left. Bunker untouched. So right now just doing some tank management. All those turrets, meanwhile, expiring at the worst time that they can.
Oh, and Zeteo coming in as well. This is turning bad quickly.
Yep. This is going to be it. They're going to try to take out bottom left, and then top left will do a 2v1 on Zeteo. That's actually a pretty decent chance that they'll have there, because there'll be 2 teams to 1 team. I think that's what their intentions are. The question is, can they do it in 6 minutes? 6 minutes is all they have right now. Adam has to hold out for 6 minutes, because I don't think he's making a comeback from this. They stay on him until he's dead.
He's pushing his tanks in as well. He wants to end this quickly.
Yep.
He needs to. I don't know if they can get Zeteo though. It's really hard to call.
But it could be their best chance here. Zeteo is definitely going to make the most progress because Kirto has no tanks on his side, and he's getting tank pushed big time. Oh, no reversals. Is Zeteo really going to go for the draw? He's backing up. We got 5 minutes left.
Cyrus should be telling him what to do, so there shouldn't be any mistakes coming out of his play.
Yep.
I don't think they can hold for 6 more minutes.
They reverse. They're going for the. This has to be a calculated draw movement.
Why would he do that? I guess he's going for the draw. Don't know why, but
yeah, unfortunate. All right, 4 minutes going. Game 1. It looks like, unless something changes drastically, that it goes to the draw. Unless Cyrus is saying, hey, commit out and kill top. Yet, no, actually, he's not going for the draw. Look, he's pushing tanks. They are committing to kill top left, but that nuke puts everyone out of position. He's going to lose his tanks here. I don't think he was going for the draw. I think he was going to try to reverse on top left. Oh, man, I think losing those 2 tanks just seals the deal that right-hand side will not win this if they clear it. Three minutes remaining. Yep, that's going to be how it goes. They're going for the kill here. Except Kirto, I don't know what Kirto's doing. Kirto does not have the memo of what's going on right now. Adam does. I might be wrong.
they can't be top right. They can't. I don't know if this is a good move from bottom left to do this. Kirto is actually correct here to definitely not want to fight top right.
I don't know. There's 2 of them. They got a ton of SCVs over. Well, Zeteo is up to 5 now, but
Zeteo switching again.
Yeah, Zeteo switched again. I don't know.
Wants to draw? I don't. Why?
I think he lost those 2 tanks in the top and felt less confident about it. That's what I think happened. I think when he lost those 2 tanks after the nuke and his tank sieged out of position, he lost the 2 tanks. They changed their mind, said, okay, never mind. We're not going to kill top left. Let's just go for the draw now.
Oh, there goes the nuke. And this is a draw, right?
This is definitely a draw. There's just no way.
So was that Zeteo's plan to go for a draw, or did he
I think it. Yeah, again, we'll have to ask him in the chat, but I think it was once he lost those 2 tanks.
I would have went for it. I mean, Zeteo's so big. He has half the map. He should have gone for it, for sure. Well, yeah. The game's over.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us on Game 1. We'll be coming back very shortly with Game 2 of the night. All right, we are back live. Game 2 starting, getting ready to head off. Since the last match ended in a draw, we got all new teams here. So first team going to be Otacon and Time Traveler, also known as Fred. Team 2, we got Cyrus and Ricoche. Team 3, Zeteo and Kirto. And Team 4, Sports and Trigger. So no one has the exact same teammate. Since there was only 8 players, that was always a choice of it rolling that way, but all brand new players, brand new teams, so let's see how it rolls with this match. My name's Ricoche. Joined with me today is co-caster Peter Griffin from our up-and-coming league. So welcome, Peter. All right, sounds good. Any favorite teams that you got going into this match right now? Yeah, Team 3, Team 4 is going to be a crazy matchup indeed, I think. And now let's go on into the game and see who's going to get that early lead. Yeah, Trigger and Sports, that's a scary combination. Top right, Trigger and Sports. Top left, we got Otacon and Fred in their positions. Bottom left will be Cyrus and Ricoche, and then bottom right, Kirto and Zeteo there. So we got Zeteo versus Sports. That's actually a pretty darn even matchup in terms of laning. Otacon versus Trigger. Again, Otacon's one of those players. He always does well in these Pro League matches. I don't know if he's been able to clinch any decisive victories, though, but he's usually one of the last players standing. Cyrus and Fred laning together, and then Ricoche and Kirto going at it. Yeah, and I'm going to have to pull up the records and see. I don't know if you're able to go to the ZC League's website and just look at some of the stats for these guys. I have this hunch that Otacon's actually sitting at 0 wins despite all this. So I'm going to kind of just go out on a limb and say I'm going to root for him because I want to see him clinch a victory. Yeah. You know, and I was making a comment like that earlier last game. It's odd because I understand why. It's probably one partner has fallen more behind than the other, and it just naturally kind of digresses into a 2v2 as they try to, help the partner. But it's always the top versus bottom. So it always seems like it's the Team 1 position or the top level positions that are falling. I never see it really go vertical as much. I mean, it's just, we'll see if that happens this thing. Sure, nukes right away going off. Last game there wasn't as many early nukes as this. So looking at the leaderboard right away, we got Cyrus. Decisive lead here over Fred. 815 minerals. He had a great nuke there. He's 400 ahead, so if he's able to keep the momentum here, he could run away with the early game. You know, I think Fred's in that camp where he wants to use his nuke as almost like a game-ending type strategy, but looking at the last game, he should have used that nuke to hold that to get that bunker in. The result, I think, is why Kirto got so far ahead of Fred in the beginning, whereas all he needed to do was nuke it, and Oblivion would have been able to hold off Zeteo, pressure from Zeteo. He would have been able to get his bunker immediately. We'll see if anything similar happens there this game with Cyrus, especially since Cyrus is leaning on Fred at the moment. Look at this. Cyrus only 200 away from the bunker. He was able to get a free 100 mineral patch, which definitely helped him out. And then also just being top of the leaderboard already, that far ahead, almost double the score. He's going to get a nice early Reaper bunker. You know, I've been trying 2225. I'm having a little bit of trouble with it sometimes. I'm trying to evolve the meta. It used to be like a 3-3, 3-4 build almost for me. I think personally, I do a little bit better when I got a higher attack, especially since most people are 2-2. But that seems to be the going meta right now. It's just going that 2-2-2-2-5. Bunker comes down here for Cyrus. And with that nuke there, we got yellow starting to wrap around. Looking at that scoreboard, probably knowing that bunker is on the way here. Trigger is not going to let him do it. It looks like Cyrus will get off this bunker quite easily here. Hey, were you able to pull up that website? ZCLeagues.com. We can look at.
Launch detected.
Got it. All right, bunker is done. It is just in the nick of time before Fred is able to drop down. Yeah, and you know, Fred's sitting right at the 500. I'm wondering if now that he sees Reapers, does he still merc his bunker? He usually tries to go for an early merc. I don't know if he wants to do that. We'll find out soon, because he's almost at that 500 mark right now. Bottom left right now looking in a really good position. They're both going to be having their second bunkers up. No one else has dropped a second bunker yet. We got Sports that's ready to. Not sure why he has not yet. It looks like he has lane control. Yep, there it goes. He just drops the Reaper bunker on right now. Yeah, that is interesting. He's going against Trigger. And probably feels a little threatened on Trigger, to be honest, right? Trigger is a great player to lane. But look at this. Trigger's even sitting. He bumps into 2 and 5 as response. He's going to come and nuke here, it looks like. That will be especially bad for Fred. Fred does take that merc War Pig. Kind of wondering what people think in the chat. Is merc War Pigs the idea he should have gone for right now?
And then start doing like a lot of crazy ups, just so I could at least hold my own a little bit and just pick off, you know, fights here and there. See, it looks like Fred is flying top now, and then yellow is flying Cyrus. So
me having even more audio issues, and that time that was just straight operator fail. One of the mutes didn't go off. Whoops. One of these years, I will get it. One of these years.
Hey Drac, I was just talking, do you see a switch? Fred is fighting top and Otacon fighting bottom now?
You know, I don't think so. I don't know if they should do that. Trigger's still, it's going to put him at a disadvantage just for distance, and Trigger's a solid player, and he's 2-5 upgrades too. Oh, wow, look at that. Otacon drops a bunker almost in Trigger's face there. That is ballsy.
Yeah, top left is very, very behind right now. Everybody seems to have all their second bunkers already.
Bunker spotted. Cyrus is adding in pressure. Sports is there as well. Trigger's bunker is now done. He's going to probably bring up that SCV, try to get a nuke off here. They'll be able to deny this bunker.
Oh. Unless Fred dropped the nuke, I'm not sure if they could hold that bunker no more.
And this is where it can be.
Come on, Fred.
You'll see that.
Come on, drop a nuke.
That's it. That's it right there.
Right there. Oh, nope.
can't nuke it now.
Yeah, so, I mean, still a good nuke right now, but he's still holding on to it.
Yeah, but they're not going to get anything out of it. I think he was trying to see if Trigger and Cyrus would converge, and they did for a second. It's just point of field of vision. He didn't see it. We were able to see it, but he did have his opportunity there, Fred. You had it. Just couldn't see it from your screen. I'm still rooting for top left for the obvious reasons I called out earlier. I'm going with the underdog. Let's see how they do.
Wow, Sugar's ups are pretty high up right now. He's just tearing top left apart right now. Wow, Sugar's ups are pretty high. Fred, here's a chance to nuke. Right here, Fred. He's just tearing top left apart right now. Wow, Sugar's ups are pretty high. Fred, here's a chance to nuke.
And if you're in the stream chat, I saw the message that there was an echo. Hopefully the echo is gone now. If it is, let us know in the chat. Otherwise, let us know. We'll keep working on it. Man, is Otacon going to get this bunker up? It's going to be, it's looking kind of dicey, but Fred still does have that darn nuke there.
Yeah, it's looking very grim right now, and Fred really needs to nuke for Otacon. Well, if he nukes right now, he might kill that bunker, so it might not be a good idea.
He's in position to... Oh, man. They don't have vision, but there are some great opportunities there. It's almost scary to finish.
Right there. Oh, come on, Fred.
It's just if you were to look at Fred's vision, I'll switch over to it. No, actually, he can see it. This is decent news. He should go for this. That bunker does get canceled again.
Now, if you were his teammate, would you be yelling at him to drop the nuke right now, or what is the correct play?
Well, they're on voice chat right now, so I imagine Otacon knows if he's planning to nuke or not, and then just, you know, you always got to go with your teammate's decision. If you ask, they say, hey, I want to hold on to it, well, then that's what you got to work with. Looks like they're going to pull up her shield tower, and looks like Fred will probably try next. Nope, Otacon goes right away. Hey, meanwhile, there's 3 other teams playing. No one person doing...
We could use some help here.
Upgrade
Kirto and
complete.
Cyrus just in the lead big time. Side positions. Interesting.
So, Drac, as a quick question for you, how fast do you usually murk your Reaper bunk?
I've been trying the CyrusDaVirus method, which is never freaking murk at all.
Okay.
And I see the advantages, but at the same time, I think it really caters to your individual playstyle. I find that the games I do go murk, I can sometimes feed much faster, especially on people that are behind bunkers. So I think, the jury's out for me on that one. I don't think there's any hard decision, this is good or this is bad. I think it's going to depend on your play style and kind of the handicaps that it can offer you. If you're a great micro player, probably going away, not murking, you can get away with it a lot more. But me, I'm probably not the best micro player. Sometimes I just need that big, strong, murked Reaper bunker to help offset that.
Yeah, because usually I don't merc the Reaper, but I'll merc the Marines. It just seems like if I merc the Reapers, it's 15 gold for every death, and it'll give my lane a lot more fee than I could fee off of him. So I don't know if that's a right move or not, too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be personal play style. There's some really good players that go merc Reapers all the time, and these are players that win games very consistently.
Well, Trigger is getting kind of scary. He's snowballing pretty hard right now.
Fred needs to get this bunker up, man. I think they got to be at least getting some decent feed out of this.
So close.
Man, it's not looking like it could happen there for Fred. He does take the chance, but this is a really risky move. He could just end up losing this bunker. Kirto comes back and hits on Cyrus. That's what pulls off Cyrus right there. Oh man, that was saving grace. I thought Fred was going to lose that bunker. Meanwhile, Otacon is still in trouble himself from Trigger. Trigger is building a forward tower here. He's going to commit to this bunker. And look, it goes to a 2v2, top versus bottom again. Why? Why is it never the vertical?
Well, usually when you're trying to help your teammate, when you see like a bunker going up, you kind of forget by your own lane.
Yep.
Ricoche seems to be farming pretty well too. Cyrus has 4 bunks.
We could use some help here.
Yeah, 4 bunks, 8,100. Kirto, meanwhile, is number 2, or number 1 position with his 3rd bunker coming up right now. So, Kirto is more an upgrade strategy. He's got pretty balanced upgrade, 10 defense, 11 attack. Meanwhile, Ricochet is trying to keep up, 6, 12, and 7, so he's been dumping into attack a lot more.
Taking a look at the units, it looks like only Fred's the only one that has a nuke left. Everybody else has already used theirs. So it's safe to say if they go like a tank play in this match, they could start pushing pretty heavily into Cyrus if Octagon does that.
Hey, free 200 for Fred there. That's always nice to have. Oh my gosh, it might go vertical now.
Wow, triggers at 14 armor, 16 attack, 12 range.
Yeah, look at this speed. We were co-casting with Trigger the other day, and he was pointing out that everyone was upgrading a lot of speed early. His thing is to focus on, you know, the attack and defense and range a lot more, and really try to gain that extra speed. He's sitting on only 3 bunkers right now, and 2 of them are the Reapers. And it looks like he is now taking a Merc Reaper. 2v1 on Cyrus. Cyrus trying to get a supply depot. That's a little different.
It feels like Trigger has been all over the map, like just constantly like poking here and there.
Yeah, what he's looking for is speed. That was the other thing that we were talking about at the last match. Hey, do you go towards the middle if you're leader, or do you stick on your lane till they're dead? And his response was, you go anywhere, it's going to give you money. So he is not as disciplined about the laning. He's going to go and try to capitalize wherever he can beat up.
Yeah, I heard him say that last game too, and I kind of agree with him. But you know, as a new player, we get constantly, you know, badgered by other teams like, hey, we should be going somewhere else instead of just, you know, what he's proposing, that you just be where you can.
Trying to get the third bunker up desperately. Still has that nuke. I don't think he's going to hold on to it to the end of the game. Zone Control 5, Zeteo, if you're hearing it, there needs to be a nuke bonus for the end of the game. If you hold on to your nuke, it's good. Wow, look at this. Zeteo's going to lose a bunker here from Trigger.
Yeah. I'm feeling for Zeteo right now. He really needs to get his farm going.
Yeah, and he was throwing some comments in earlier because Sports was not engaging in direct open field with them. So you'll see they are towards the bottom of the leaderboard, 6,000 each. Meanwhile, the top 3 players are in that 11,000 to 12,000 range. That's it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Sports needs to kind of trade with Zeteo a little bit, but they're just kind of going off by their own, like with their own partners. See, there you go, like Sports is going top again.
Alright, 30 minutes in, we do have 1 bunker kill. Zeteo able to get that second bunker up uncontested, so that's more just aggravation right there. It's taking back 1,000 minerals. Oh, look at this snipe attempt here on Sports. I think Sports will be able to hold it. Scary when Kirto commits to that, because Kirto is just so far ahead. And look at this shield tower coming up from Trigger as well.
Very aggressive.
We're finally going to get our 2v2 across the verticals. Oh my gosh, it's happening.
Wow, Ricoche just lost his whole army top left. He wrapped around, got cut off by Fred and Otacon.
Secondary shield tower going up. Are they going to get ready for a Rodder type play? Or is that just to help support with Trigger? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ricochet is just not able to do anything there to Kirto. Upgrade for Kirto 13 and 15. Ricochet 9 and 13. Trigger's getting up there too himself. Look, 17, 16, 15 upgrade.
Yeah, 2v2 vertical is actually working out pretty well for everyone's advantage. Seems like they're trading a little bit better. You know, I'm pretty impressed with Fred's play. You know, starts off on a slow start, but now he has 3 Merc bunks. His ups are not bad, and he's still holding on to his nuke.
That seems to be the story for Fred. He just, beginning of is always a little tough for him, and then he comes back to the mid. Common denominator is always that early Merc Marine. I don't know if that's what gets him to that level, but that's what boosts him. He always fares well. he's taking quite a few games himself. He's actually high up on the leaderboard when it comes to league matches.
Seems like I like Sports is having a tough game right now too. His ups are pretty low. He's no longer being able to trade well enough with his Zeteo no more.
Yeah, and since Trigger is there, they are pushing in on their side of the map more. Interesting build with Trigger. He started with the 2 Reaper bunkers, and then added on this 3rd Marine, taking supply here in the middle.
Oh, it looks like Cyrus is the first one to go rods. No one called it out yet, but I don't think anybody saw that yet.
Nope. Looks like it's been unseen.
Yeah, it'll go up unchallenged.
Cyrus in 3rd place now. Only person with cross on the map. You're right. He's about 1,000, about 1,000 away. A little over 1,000 from the top players too. So that's scary for top left there.
Complete.
You know, Cyrus went those 2 forward supplies that's very, very close to Fred. He can't really push out too far from his lane now, because if he does, Fred could just come down and snipe it and he'll lose that big cost.
I'm curious to ask him later what made him do it, because he usually doesn't go supply like that early. I think he saw that he had an advantage and just wanted to increase supply to keep that advantage going. Meanwhile, Zeteo catching up now at the 12,000 mark. Definitely bad for sports. Sitting at 4K difference right now from Zeteo. Ping coming down from Cyrus. Looks like they're going to get ready to push on. He wants to push on Fred, it looks like.
It seems to be like he thinks that there could be a potential snipe on that Marine bunk.
Yeah, I think he just thought he was able to push all around it quite easily if he had Reaper support afterwards. He could probably clear it there.
But it seems like Fred has invested pretty heavily in the bunkers.
Yeah, 7 of them. Look at that! Trigger support, bringing in on highlight support side. It's going to be bigger than a lot of people give him credit to be right now. As a result of that, he's may not take it broader. Yeah, because they've had the advantage, they've had the ability to, just choosing not to at this point.
Well, Trigger's already max on damage, armor, and also range. His regen is pretty high up.
Yeah, this might be where they just try to push and take out that bottom right, but man, it's going to be hard. Kirto is still sitting up there. 4 shield power coming down from Trigger. They see it.
I like how Sports is playing this game too. He's just kind of poking around, finding where he could farm, and just letting Trigger do what he needs to do to get even bigger. I think that's a correct play.
Yeah, Trigger was able to push basically on both of them there, so not looking so good right now for bottom right. Trigger does get this rod bunker. Nice.
Oh, did you see this bunker right here? This is actually Trigger's.
Yep. That's what I was calling out earlier. That he's doing this to try to, I think, hide from top left how big he is too.
And now he's getting his rod bunk too.
We could use some help here.
Oh, Zeto's having a little bit tough time. His marine bunk is already half health.
Yep. Yeah, I think Trigger might be able to. He's almost at that point where he can 2v1 bottom right, which are scoreboard leaders. So it's a little rough. Meanwhile, Cyrus hasn't made any progress really on Fred there. So it's just straight trades. Cyrus is almost at max now. But I think if top right was to push on bottom right, they'll clear bottom right.
I was overhearing Trigger the last game where he was casting. He rarely ever goes for tank, is that correct? He usually goes for SCVs?
He says he's an SCV guy, so I've seen him do tanks before, but I think what he was really referencing was the hard commit on tanks that Adam was doing. He might use a tank just to try to clear this bunker. See what it does.
You know, it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you're sitting on the very first leaderboard and you're just running over the map, if you build a tank and you lose it, it sets you back so far.
Yep, SCVs respawn.
Yeah. You know, fighting this vertical, it seems like Kirto is doing very well. He's farming and he's kind of catching up to where Trigger is.
Oh, some back coordination there. Cyrus actually was pushing hard on Fred, and then as soon as he was able to hask back out, Ricoche came up. If they would have hit together, I think they would have taken that bunker, I think. So far, no one calling for help, nothing. 47 minutes in, all players still on the field.
It's looking very grim for Otacon and Fred. It just seems like they can't be trading well enough to catch up. But Otacon just got his second Reaper bunk.
Yep. I missed it. Something must have came down on bottom right, and their bunker is going to go down to Zeteo now. I'm wondering what he sniped. I clearly missed it. He must have just laid down a bunker and got it lost. But,
yeah, I didn't even see it too, but I'm really hurting for Zeteo right now.
And very
Oh, and he just.
it's very interesting too. Like that whole time they were holding, right? I don't think it was coincidence that as soon as Zeteo called out that it's going to be GG, Trigger was able to take out Bunker there. Which means he could have done it sooner. It was calculated. Maybe that's just me looking too much into it, but that's how I kind of read it. That.
Oh, and Zeteo had to cancel his second book that he just put down too. Trigger looks like he's not going for a kill.
No.
Smart
Kirto
move
calling it out, but Cyrus is coming out on top left, so it looks like bottom right will probably die. Trigger is hearing all this too. That's the only problem with calling tank on us. If you're Trigger, that only tells you one thing: keep going, keep going, keep going, right? So.
I mean, I think you have to have a lot of confidence as a player to not, get easily influenced by other players too.
Yep, and that's where the experience goes on, because you've played so many different angles that you make that call. This is our best chance for success. Well, I'd like to thank bottom right. It was a great run. You guys were top of the scoreboard. Kirto ending up on his death, third place there. Basically was almost second place. Kirto, stay in the game. That way we can keep the scoreboard active the whole time. Thank you for your contribution. We'll see you in the next game.
Yeah, nice game, bottom right. Just couldn't really get anything going. I think Trigger just got fed way too fast and couldn't catch up.
Yep.
Oh, Cyrus is switching.
Pretty big, though. I mean, look at all that supply. They're probably thinking that's sports, but sports is literally, what, 2 bunkers? 2 bunkers in a tank. The rest is Trigger. Trying to get mid. I think then if Sports can get his tanks towards the middle, they might be able to hold, and then their plan is to take off top left. Sports has to hold.
Sports is very worried about his tank being too open, so he kind of just staying around mid area while Trigger kind of clears the top. But Cyrus is pushing his tank into mid, and I don't think Trigger's bunkers are going to hold.
Yeah, here comes the drop down. Oh man.
Oh no, I think Cyrus' tank is gone.
Yep, that tank is gone. Back into position, going. He's just going to kill off the player that's not as strong. Cyrus GG's out. Ricochet GG's out, and this will be a game taken. Winners, Trigger, and I Like Sports. Looked a little grim there for I Like Sports in the beginning, but he was able to take the game right away afterwards.
Well played, well played. Sports, that was a very well hold.
All right, that's it, guys. We got another game that's going to be queuing up for us shortly. Stay tuned. We will be back with the third matchup of tonight's event. My name's Ricoche again. Joining with me again was also Peter Griffin. We will see you guys next time. All right, back game 3 of the night. Top left we have Trigger and Technique. Top right we have Kirto and Zeteo. Bottom right, Ricochet and Otacon, and then bottom left, CyrusDaVirus and Fred. My name's Draconis. Joined in with me today is I Like Sports, which is one of the winners from the last match, and also returning Peter Griffin from our up-and-coming league. Howdy, guys.
Oh, hello.
All right. So I think Sports is AFK at the moment. He'll be joining us back fairly momentarily, but any specific predictions that you got, either Peter or Sports, if you are back?
Actually, this is a tough one. I mean, with Trigger, I've never seen Technique play, but with Trigger, that has to be like a 3-on-2 kind of thing now, right? He's like an extra player.
All right. Technique's actually pretty solid, so I think that's going to be a good team. I'm curious to see how Cyrus and Fred do together, mainly because a little bit different play styles there, especially with Fred with this early. And Cyrus is a lot more aggressive, more methodical type play there. Otacon and Ricochet, I think that's going to be a decent matchup. I think they're going to have a very balanced skill level. Probably favored Otacon being the senior player and Ricochet being that, pro player that is going to be the next Otacon, I guess you could say. And then Zeteo and Kirto, that's scary. I feel like they played once tonight already, right? Zeteo and Kirto?
Yes, they've been on one team last game.
That's right, it was last game. They rolled the same.
I've been seeing some pro players say they actually up their regen at 3 early on. Have you tried that before draft?
Yep, usually not on purpose, so that's when I'm spamming it and I go, oh man, I just accidentally committed 75 to it. I'll have to try it out and see how it goes. Early nuke there on Fred, so Fred now having to, rebuild up while Otacon tries to take some trades in the center, but he's not getting any luck with it, so I should just stay on Fred. He knows he's not going to get the counter nuke. Cyrus Trigger lane. This is going to be a fun match to watch right here.
Trigger's micro is just really, really good. Did you see the way he just cut off, split his team, his group into 2?
Yep.
I'd like to say that over on the right, Zeteo is destroying Ricochet. I didn't see the first few seconds of the game, but
That was a nice nuke.
yeah, they got a good nuke there. So Zeteo's sitting pretty. Ricochet is kind of in a bad spot.
And look at Zeteo's upgrades. That's a little, not a standard thing there. 2, 4, 0, 3, and 5. That's
Yeah. He probably is just focusing on his micro right now. He doesn't know that he has 0 range, because that range could help him with his high attack, complements his attack. But nevertheless, he is doing very well. Got Kirto in second, so top right is looking really good, and Kirto's still got his nuke.
nuke going there off on Kirto. At top of the leaderboard is still Zeteo, followed by Otacon. Zeteo is almost at that point where he can bunker now. And he's got map control for the most part.
Oh, there he goes. He's going for that bunker.
Gonna see some Marine play out of Zeteo today.
Hey, Sports, let me ask you, what do you think about bunking Reapers or Marines? What is your play on that?
Well, when I 1v1 and I'm pretty much tied with somebody. Oh, there we go. Got a good nuke on Ricochet right there. When I'm 1v1ing someone and I know it's going to be a very competitive 1v1, I usually like to do Marines because I don't feed them that much when I just give them 5 minerals per kill.
Right.
But if I'm doing really well against somebody, I usually want to go Reapers just to up the econ. But it's nice to go to low econ on somebody who's really good. Just kind of constrict them to that low score. And if you go there too, it's not too bad. You can come back.
Look at this. Bunker goes down on for Ricochet as well. Bottom left, I think, is sitting no nukes on the table there. Only ones that are holding nukes is Trigger and Kirto.
Oh, Kirto uses.
Fine, no more Kirto. Actually, Cyrus still has his nuke. Cyrus and Fred both have their nukes. That is strange. I think they're going to hold on to it now just to cover that first bunker opportunity.
Well, it's not strange that Fred still has his nuke, but for Cyrus, you know, he tends to kind of use it earlier in the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really liberal with his nuke, so I want him to do well this game and see that, hey, you don't need to nuke necessarily to do well. But he's definitely holding his own against Trigger right now. I think that's kind of the side to watch in terms of laning Cyrus versus Trigger.
I don't know if you guys caught it earlier, but Zeteo just canceled Ricochet's bump.
Zeteo sitting in about 2,000 on the scoreboard now. That's insane.
Wow, look at his ups. He had 0 on his range, and now all of a sudden he has 6.
Complete.
Probably missed opportunity, if anything, right? Unless he's really just trying to throw Ricochet off and not notice the range. But I think it was more probably was not intentional like that. Otacon going for the bunker, not getting any pressure from Fred right now. And that's definitely put Fred in a little bit of a bind. They're not that far apart at the moment. But this is it. They can get some pressure. Fred has enough money to a bunk right now. He needs to throw down that bunker. He does. All right. Actually, this turned it to be unfavorable for Fred to very favorable for Fred right now, especially if Otacon gets his bunker canceled here. Already 2 turrets down. The second one will go down as well. And just for insult to injury, Fred picks up 100 minerals right away.
Yeah, but it looks like Otacon might get it off. It's at 99% right now. So
I think even if he gets it off, that was well worth it. It covered Fred. He's able to get his bunker up now in full. It cost bottom right some minerals to defend that. Meanwhile, Cyrus is having a decent time here with Trigger. He used... Alright, he does use his nuke.
Interesting. Okay, we got a turret.
And look, oh man, Cyrus drops his bunker in as well right now. They got to delay it just a little bit more.
Yeah, kind of the same thing going on here. Cyrus can take the lead on Trigger.
Yeah.
If he can get that done, and yeah, looks like it's gonna happen. Cyrus about 200 behind Trigger, so that cancel is gonna really hurt Trigger there. Cyrus is able to take the lead.
Zeteo, which is just running away with this game.
Yeah.
Everyone else is having a pretty even matchup. I wonder if anyone's going to call that out on the scoreboard anytime soon. Like, hey, just so you know, top right is killing it.
Yeah.
They're still not able to get this bunker. Look at Zeteo, 2 and 9. 9 attacks right now. feel like he can supplement some armor right there just to keep his guys alive a little bit longer, and it'll be really cheap in the long run.
Oh, Fred just cut off Zeteo.
Zeteo still wants that bunker. Bunker was able to finish. All right. We got our 2v2 on the vertical side again. I was saying we don't get that. We got it last game towards the end, but we're getting it right now. I'm surprised still, top right, not getting challenged as much. You got Fred going up to the diagonal there, but really Technique needs to put some pressure there on Kirto.
Yeah, we got Zeteo getting Ricoche's bunker down to 25%, so he's getting some heat for that high score. I mean, we got 5,200 against 1,600, 1,800, sorry. Yeah. So it's a huge margin on the right side. So when you have something like that, Ricochet could just go down very fast.
What do you think is with Zeteo's upgrade strategy? Why not more armor? He's focusing on attack and range. It's like, if he's feeding this anticipating the 4v2 and then just going to sit at bunkers, it's kind of odd.
I mean, it looks like he's holding it really well. Personally, I disagree. Like if Zeteo was playing somebody a little bit more competitive, I think you know, he'd have to have that armor. But Ricochet just gone down pretty fast, so might as well just keep that high attack and kill his units.
Yeah, look at this. He is building a forward marine bunker there. That's I usually see this not end so good. Not to say anything against any particular caster that's here, but it's pretty exposed right there. I watched your bunker get tanked a couple times there, Sports.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting match. I was kind of mad at Cyrus for doing that, but we were able to kill his bunker, and you know, luckily I was able to survive.
But I think that's what Ricochet will end up doing too, especially if he gets denied so long. They'll just tank, and it's not that far distance.
Yeah, that's what you got to do when you get down to that score. And I mean, it's not necessarily a bad position that Ricochet's in if he's able to do something like that, and then come in, just 1, 2, 3 these bunkers with that tank. Maybe nobody will care since his score is so low. And then he'll be able to pull ahead because of that.
Yep, it looks like Trigger's trying for that bunker again. It'll be 20 minutes in by the time he gets that second bunker. Here we go. This is where it's gonna have to count for Zeteo. The only thing that he's got going for him is this high attack and range that he's got.
Good defense.
High bunker
let the bunker take some heat.
Yep. Yeah,
let the bunker take some heat. He's got this high range. Zeteo has talked to me about range, and he really likes it. I mean, it is a good upgrade. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's definitely working for him. But it looks like he might be taken down right now.
Yep, this bunker could go down. It probably will go down, not being a marked bunker. If he holds this will be huge.
Oh,
wow.
And Fred doesn't even see it.
Wow.
Fred does not even see that. Okay, so Zeteo is now public enemy number 1.
Oof, that was quite a bit of feed there.
So top right has been dominating this game thus far, in terms of just dominating the entire map.
Oh no, Technique's first bunk is going to be a Roz, and they see it right now.
Second attempt going on Zeteo. Zeteo's side stepping in. And it seems like Fred is just always just a little too late, right? Where he's able to sidestep right into behind
Fred
that
needs to help Cyrus too. I don't know what. I guess he sees it now. But hopefully Cyrus is able to get this up. Fred's still got his nuke though. Fred's the only one with the nuke. See what he does here. Good to hold it.
And it looks like Technique is going to get his Rods bunks up. Should help him a lot.
Yeah.
Especially now that Kirto went double Reapers.
Research complete.
Yeah, it's going to slow Kirto down for sure. But Kirto's pretty far ahead of Technique. And not much Technique can do at that point. I mean, the score says a lot. And we see Kirto murk his Marines, and that should counter the Rotters a little bit.
This is
Kirto.
a very interesting game for Fred. He never went the Merc War Pigs, and now he is double Reaper. It's a fun one to watch to see how that evolves for the later game.
Yeah, Kirto has to be careful too. His bunker upgrade is only 1-1-1. If they do switch on all of them, like if it becomes like a 6-on-2, his bunker will go down very, very quickly.
Yeah, if he gets rushed, he might not realize how low his upgrades are. So that's kind of the Achilles heel right now. Just depends when they're gonna rush Zeteo, because he's got a 4K lead over everyone.
Yeah, it looks like most of his money is dumped into range, and kind of like to your point, I wonder if he's getting the return on investment on that, because he's got a sizable lead, but it's 2 supply depots in the range that's really starting to be just a differentiator with them. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Snipes the tower. It looked like he was going to go for the bunker there at first.
I mean, the good thing about the high range is if he gets a 6v2, he might get some good econ from that, because range is good when you're taking some heat. I'd say attack is the best, but the range is good as well. You just stay behind your bunkers and snipe off the other team. So
It's interesting that Zeteo hasn't marked none of his bunks yet. He's just going on all Marines and.
Again, to your point though, not going to feed as much, right?
Yeah.
Just 5 minerals each.
can't tell. It looks like he's got combat shields. I couldn't tell.
Yes, Zeteo has combat shields.
Okay.
We could use some help here.
Just got to get some regen upgrade.
Even calling preemptive GG, Fred comes out and snipes at tower form. I saw him call it, and they were all staging there like they were going to try for a snipe opportunity. Is Zeteo sitting on 1200? I wonder what he's saving for. Is he going to go tank?
Looks like we got Kirto taking some heat.
Oh,
to your point, Peter. Let's see what his upgrades are. They're still 1-1-1.
Meanwhile, Zeteo's going for that bunker again. It could fall. It's going to be really close for Zeteo.
Oh wow, another one.
Another save.
Another close one for Zeteo.
The third one this game, right?
Yep. And he is just getting crazy amounts of feed after it. Let's see. He just dumped a lot of his things. He went into some bunker upgrades. He's now sitting at 17 attack. I was asking if he was going to go tank earlier. I realized you were right. He has no merked bunkers. He can't even go tank if he wanted to.
So one thing to note this match, Ricoche and Technique just weren't able to hold their lanes. So the top right is definitely a threat, even for a 6v2. Zeteo has 14 15K. We got Trigger at 7.5K. So, I mean, he's dangerous.
Looks like bottom right is queuing up to do this again. That's the only thing I think that really kind of sucked about this third bunker. Zeteo stuck here, and now Fred sandwiched him. They're going to get this.
There we go. He's got it.
He's got it.
Got cut off.
And right when he decided to murk the bunker, too. Oh, wow. My gosh. He could lose the second one if they continue to push. He's going to lose his supply.
Yeah, he's going down. Got a little bit greedy there.
Turret.
Yeah, top left is pushing them too, and Kirto's lost his bunk.
He's got to try to throw a turret or something. I wouldn't call a good game this far because
and it's rough. He went right in the middle, just as I was saying. Hey, this third bunk that he had put restriction there, he goes in the middle, gets cut off by Fred, and hey, I don't know about that. I think that we can look back at the replay and definitely see where that went wrong. So
yeah, Zeteo shouldn't be complaining right now. He should admit his mistake. He had a great match, but he got cut off. He probably shouldn't have gotten so far away. But I mean, that's what happened.
He's still got a sizable lead, so
he
resets him, but he's not out of it yet.
Yeah, he's had 2K in the bank, so he's able to rebuild and we'll see what happens. And he'll get a second chance here for sure.
Yeah, and his ups are still the best one out of everybody else. So
yeah.
He just need to rebuild his army, get some maybe Mercus Marine bunk, and then just start farming again.
Yeah.
I'm more so worried for Kirto because it seems like he's just not holding his own on the left side no more.
Which is odd, right? He was until he got hit with that Marauder kit. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that bunker is going to get canceled up there.
Yeah, it sucks because Zeteo can't even help him because he's bunking out as well.
He's taking it again. I don't. Why? I think it's much better to take Marauders at this point. Look at this bunker. Zeteo can't go back to help Red at all anymore. He's just inviting the 2v1.
I mean, he's gonna get some money here though. He's got those upgrades, and he's going through Ricochet like butter. So we'll see. It depends if he turns the tide, gets the left side's attention. Interesting, Technique has taken a lead over Kirto. I mean, that's pretty weird.
I think it was as soon as he got the Rotters and, you know, Kirto being stuck mainly on a Reaper play.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's it. Looks like Zeteo's going to lose that bunker again. And that was just an overcommit from when he tried to build that. He shouldn't have tried to build that, in my opinion.
Yeah, he lost 3 bunkers, 2 cancels, and also 2 supplies too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah. He definitely could have done more. I mean,
Otacon called it out. Don't expand so linear. So.
Yeah, Zeteo had a great match. He just didn't get back. He wasn't able to get back. I mean, he got shredded on his way back. He had 5 armor at that point. So he basically had 2 units to come back and help. So can't ask for more from that. I mean,
yes, we would all rather you take Rotters right now. Maybe they won't like it, but it will be the safer play in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why Zeteo is not bunking his starter bunk. I mean, murking his starter bunk.
Yeah, he should be murking. He needs more powerful units. I mean, it's good to just turtle at some point. He's got this high score. He's got these high upgrades. He can turtle and just let them come to him.
And he did murk his other bunkers. Every murk bunker that he did, he lost. So right now he's probably a little bit strapped in cash. He didn't get a chance to really use those to feed. They fell shortly after murking. One fell like right as soon as it was murked.
Oh.
Yeah, that was tough on him. Right when he worked it,
yeah.
and like a minute later he lost it. I like the play though. I mean, with not murking bunks until he had 3, and then start murking both of them.
It's kind of reversed to a top versus bottom again all of a sudden. They are really going after this rod bunker, but I think it's going to hold.
Yeah. I think the team to beat right now, the team that's in the best position, is bottom left. Although top left is keeping up with them pretty well. It's pretty hard to tell at this point.
At top left, you do got technique. He's pretty high up in there.
Upgrade
and his partner's, even though he's further down on the scoreboard, that's only like a 2,000 deficit, right?
Yeah.
Top left is looking a little scary. Plus, they're the ones that are 2v1 top right, which they're leaders, but they're also pretty weakened right now, so they're probably feeding at a little bit faster rate. Look at the engagements bottom left is forced to do right here. I don't think they're going to get as equal trigger and technique at this point. Looks like
I see.
Cyrus is coming up.
Yeah.
Just wants to see what's going on. Nothing.
Yeah, he's got to disrupt them, like you were saying. He wants to make sure the trade is fair here, and good to get some vision at that point.
Otacon, all right.
I see a random turret from Cyrus on the left side. I don't know what he was planning.
Looks like he's getting ready for a push. Yep, he's getting ready for the push right now.
Okay, he's going to bring that tank in.
He's going to have to do this alone.
Yeah, okay, Cyrus has got to see what's going on here. I mean, they've got that nuke, but
yeah, Fred has to be able to hold this.
There's too many units.
Oh my gosh. This is it. They really need...
This isn't good on Cyrus.
They need that nuke from Fred. Fred's nuke is coming up. Is he going to drop it?
Yeah, the Fred's got to come and help.
Drop it! Drop it now!
Nuke.
Drop it! Fred! Oh!
Not the best call there. They had a good shot. Fred should have nuked, but I mean, when you only have one nuke, you got to use it at the right time. And I don't know if that was as game-changing as Fred thought to use this nuke, but he definitely lost that tank. So.
Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, I think he was worried about nuking Cyrus' tank too, and because it was pretty low.
Either way, it died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look how interesting. So Zeteo went the third Marine bunk again.
He's gonna probably end up losing it again, unfortunately. Because look, now he's got both of them back on again.
We could use some help here.
He's still top of the leaderboard, but it is very misleading. His upgrade sitting at 12 and 17, Otacon 13, 15, Ricoche 10 and 15. He doesn't have that much sizable difference. The only thing he's got going is the range.
Yeah.
And look at the snowball that's happening now. Bottom left going from the aggressor to the defender now in just 1 minute's time.
Yeah, Fred's holding on to that nuke, and I mean, obviously we said he should have used it at one point, but it's kind of becoming underpowered because these armies are so big.
Yep.
And
like he can
not
use
much
it
he
here
can
and
do.
try to get a rod bunker. but
Yeah, I mean, I think they should. I think that would be a very good call. It's hard to tell though because Zeteo is so pretty far ahead. But if they were able to take down top left, then that would be very good for them.
Ricochet is building his first tank.
yeah, matter of time. Oh man, I don't know why he does not want to go Marauders this game. This bunker will get tanked from the safety of the Reaper bunker right here.
Yeah.
And there's going to be nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, Zeteo lost that commanding upgrade lead against Ricochet, so if Ricochet brings that tank in, Ricochet might be able to hold it. Because he's able to kill his units now.
Yeah, does Zeteo have the vision of the tank building or no?
I don't think so. No.
He does not.
He does not. Tank is done. Is on siege. Is moving.
Yeah.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. I think he should be able to take down that bunker pretty fast.
He sieges up just short.
And he's probably going to call it out.
Yep. I think he needs to put it in position. Is he moving into position? I don't know where he's moving it. He's sieging. Tank call out get happen, but I don't think any help's coming. They're calling bottom right tank. Bottom right, you look at the scoreboard and you go, okay, bottom right has a tank. We don't care.
Yeah,
and you keep
that's good for us.
Yep.
And
not even needed there. There's no.
I think we're all looking at the score. And on that note,
see, this
Ricochet
is it. They
moves
can
it
push
forward.
a power play right there. They
Yeah.
have the middle vision. They were converged. Drop a nuke. Get a bunker.
Yeah. I think that's the play of the game right now. Fred's got to time that nuke correctly, and he'll be able to take at least 2 bunkers. I mean, if he could take down his whole army, then they're pretty defenseless.
Counter turrets here. Over on the right-hand side, epic battle going on with the tank. Tank's targeting the guys instead of the bunker. Does it have splash? It does have the splash. Man.
Wow, okay. Yeah, Ricochet getting revenge here. He's got splash on that tank.
I believe that's splash. Is that splash I'm looking at?
No. I don't see any splash.
My apologies. No help will be coming.
Oh, he's got a tank though. And I think that's a good call. Just keep it back. Let the bunker die.
Yep. Oh, he unsieges it.
Oh, Red might lose that tank actually. Oh, never mind.
He's got to keep it. Well, they've got to get a hold of themselves right now, and then Kirto's got to move that tank a little bit forward.
Tank's coming down from trigger saying, hey, Cyrus is building a tank. Get ready.
I mean, they don't even need the tank. They need
Yep.
They need that nuke to fall in the right spot and just take them down swiftly. And I think that could give them the game.
For some reason, I thought you couldn't build a tank when there was a shield tower.
Oh, I thought so too. Guess not. All right, we'll see if Fred gets his nuke off. I mean, if he needs it.
Well, if he wants to cancel a tank and maybe take a bunker, this is the time to do it. Those armies are localized. Push that tank up, draw them together, nuke it, push in, win. But now that tank's finished. Oh, just a little bleed. Fred, get in there.
No.
Fred, get in there.
Get.
Here it comes.
Here it comes the nuke. And right there, it'd be great.
Now?
It would be great. And it's a little late. It's a little late, but they might be able to hit the tank.
Yeah, tank's dead.
All right, they got to get back to their own tank. Make sure that doesn't die.
Cyrus is going to push it up. He already threw up the tower. He's going for that left bunker right away.
Oh.
Tank is in.
Yeah, it's looking good for bottom left right here.
Meanwhile, look at top, the right-hand side of the map. Zeteo's got 2 tanks on him. He's trying to defend, bringing up a second tank of his own. Those tanks are, the one tank is in range, the other is just helping with the army, I guess. I think that tank is also in range of the tank, so as soon as the bunker goes down, that tank's going to fire on the other tank. Just out of range, just out of range. Meanwhile, Trigger's bunker does go down. Bottom right is retreating. I don't know, this is their opportunity to keep pushing. I don't think they see that top left is committed here. Oh no, Otacon might be doing the switch, but it looks like Ricoche is pinging them that, hey, let's stay on top right. Tank is going on. Trigger losing another bunk. Trigger now has only 1 bunker.
Okay, here comes the push from bottom right. So Cyrus has to hold this 2v1.
Oh, nope. Bottom right goes back. Fred, get back over. You can do it. I think Trigger's going to die here. Trigger has been defeated. Let's see if that changes any movement. Ricochet and them are not committed, so they could press down.
They've got to take them down right now. If they're able to defeat Technique, then they've got a good chance. But then they've got to deal with all these tanks on the other hand, so they better be big. They better be getting big.
Fred's in a defensive position. Yep, Cyrus should be able to take out Technique here as long as top right does not intervene on it. Fred will be able to hold purple, it looks like.
Oh, looks like purple's coming in. So Fred's got to get there fast. He needs a lot of support. Cyrus does.
Yep, Zeteo's actually going too. Or not.
Oh, and Kirto should be attacking Cyrus.
Yep, so far not. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Tank's on siege, tank's moving back. He is out of his comfort zone. He's saying, get me the heck out of here.
Good play by Fred, though. He was prepared for that switch.
Yep, absolutely. Look at this. Tank's coming back over here. Are they going to switch to bottom left completely and start tanking on Fred? That's what it kind of looks like. Yep. Tank into position. Turret is down. They really need that splash upgrade.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of minerals Technique is sitting on right now.
I think Ricochet should have both tanks down there. I guess he just wants to make sure he keeps one. Cyrus has a tank in position. And looks like we're getting a 6v2 here. Cyrus is taking the lead. Cyrus has to get in that marine bunker, or he's got to get behind his mercs. because he's going down.
Oh my gosh. Bunker's gonna fall. The tank's gonna fall right after it.
Yeah, they got
his...
3 corners coming in. It's not looking good for them. Their only chance was to take down Technique.
Yeah.
But now they're taking a 5v2.
Looks like Ricoche and them might be going in for a kill on Fred. Everyone else is backed off. Bottom right is still going at it hard. Ooh, top right looking like they want to go and finish Technique. Now looking like help is coming for bottom left here.
We see a shift in the weather. The north is attacking side to side right now.
Well, I mean, they got to decide who wants to die. They got 30 minutes to do so.
Cyrus has got to get another SCV. He needs some repair. Or he's got to buy a nuke or something. Oh, and he's going in for that kill on the tank.
Oh my gosh. Otacon losing his forward bunker. Kirto pushing with his 3 tanks. It is a full reverse right at the mark where 30 minutes is remaining in the match. Cyrus taking out Otacon's other bunker. Still looking good for bottom left there. I thought they were going to die, and they're not.
Cyrus able to get back for that little jab right there.
Yeah, just for the sensor tower. See, think of the sensor tower. Technique, not knowing exactly what to do, but Trigger's with him. Trigger does know when to just stay still sometimes. Let the 2 giants battle it out, whittle themselves down. The only disadvantage is he's only sitting on $1,000 right now. Wow, look at that. Misclick, miss-siege. That tank has the first hit, but it targeted to men afterwards. Ricochet is going for the snipe on Kirto's tank. Will Kirto see it in time? He does. He unsieges it. He's got it in the room. Alright, so Sports, you're in Technique's position. Let's say bottom right falls right now. They're basically there. What do you do as Technique? Is it bottom left? Is it top right? Is it you let them go and you just beat the heck out of either of them and hope to God they don't kill you?
Well, I was going to say, that it would be a long battle for technique. He's just got to keep jabbing and getting points and trying to get bigger, but it's not looking good for him because he only has 30 minutes left. So he's pretty much got to sculpt these buildings away in order to have a chance. So, I mean, it's got to take a lot of time for him, and I really don't think he's got much of a chance, honestly.
I think technique has to help top right.
Oh, it almost went down.
Very close.
Very
Fred should have stayed right on that tank, though. Fred pulled back a little early.
I'm kind of thinking both bottom left and top right want to reduce the unknown. And technique is that unknown.
Yeah.
But I think one of them's waiting for the other to start the aggression on him too. But in the end, they both want him dead.
Yeah. Because Cyrus has a high score, and Kirto has these tanks. So there's compromise, and they could definitely 2v2 it.
Cyrus does not cancel the bunker.
I mean, it's looking good for Cyrus right now. If he can just get huge, take down technique, and hopefully have enough supply to just ram into Kirto, he could use that splash of Kirto's against Kirto and take down all his tanks. So it's looking good for Cyrus if he's able to do all that.
Yeah. I wonder why he, it's almost like he let him get that rod bump, though.
It was. They were just trading. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, but I think Cyrus is more in danger of technique hitting on him. Very interesting. That's like that's his peace offering, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if I were Kirto, I would just talk to technique right now and say, hey, you know, I'm going to go in here and severely damage bottom left and take 5 tanks in there, and I think technique would be all for that. But Kirto's still turtling up here, so I don't know what his plan is, but we've got 20 minutes left here.
I think bottom right or bottom left and top right, they're just waiting for whoever attacks technique first so they could flank the other one. Just so they could reduce each other a little bit.
Yeah, but these are straight trades right now. You can see Cyrus isn't committing, and that's more the psychology of the whole thing, right? Because technique needs to trade up, and he's giving technique that thing. Well, looks like top right is going to make a move and go get it from the chat, letting us know, yeah, the reason that happened, they put down the tank first, then they built the shield tower, and you'll be able to get both off, but after that, you can't build a tank in that square no more.
So Cyrus has to kill Technique at this point, because if Technique comes in and hurts Cyrus on the left side, I don't know if Cyrus is going to be able to take all of Kirto's tanks when he rolls them in. So we'll see if Cyrus is able to take down Technique and smoothly get that victory. It looks like he's taking down that bunker. So we'll see if that happens.
Yep. Bunker goes down. Tank is up. He should be able to push through his army and hit the tank. Tank does not have splash as well. Or not.
Ooh, I don't know if Cyrus should be doing what he's doing right now. But he's definitely dominating this game, so I'll trust his decisions. But if I were him, I would take down Technique before he does anything too aggressive.
And I wonder what Top Right's plan is. They're stockpiling tanks. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks now. Or, I'm sorry, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks.
All right, yeah, and they're bringing them in.
Gosh.
Cyrus has to take down.
No.
Wow,
Commit to the others. One tank's almost dead.
Nice. This is a huge
Trigger picking for
right
Technique
here.
to hit Cyrus's flank right now.
And Cyrus getting hit by Technique.
I think this is a good trade, though.
Significant damage.
Yeah, this is a good trade for him. If he can lose only one bunker but take out all these tanks.
Yeah.
Alright, pull it back. Yeah.
He should go for that. They should run in there. Come on, Cyrus. Oh.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's close. That is close.
There's no vision, though. One take down right away. Just immediate. The other's just slightly out of range, but they'll be able to get him. Technique trying to do his best, but he's not going to be able to clear bunkers fast enough.
That is some good play right there.
This is going to open up Fred, where Fred should be able to take the rest home. He's going to clean up. Fred can go to work. Fred just needs to support these tanks. What is he going to do?
Now Cyrus has to keep building and keep this momentum going. He can definitely win at this point. He's got about 14 minutes to do so, though. This will be a solid victory for him.
Good call on the time. I usually give it 15. Overextend too much, Fred.
Looks like that's going to be the game.
Yep. Looks like if Fred is able to hold back, it looks like Kirto will lose this other tank of his. He's targeting it down. It is down.
Yeah, Cyrus and Fred have been looking good all game, so definitely a solid victory. They deserve it for sure. And good game.
Hey, I lost some audio there, but that was the end of the game. Stay tuned for the next one. And hey guys, just wanted to let the people that are on our stream channel know that that was the 3 games for the league night there. So that's going to conclude today's streams. You can check us out, zfleagues.com. We're also looking to put together an intermediate league to complement our pro league. If you are interested in joining that league, just find me on StarCraft. Battle code is Draconis pound 1188. All are welcome. Thanks. Have a great night.